If he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 58, come on. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Do. 26. Go. Get out there. 26.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Get the ball. Check 15.
He may try and run for this. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Whip.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Mike 58 right there. Bring it. Bring it.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On second down, it's Pollard. Finding room at the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 66.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go now. Come to Andy. I'm coming to you, son.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
58, right over there, Yeah. 58, right there. Record. 58, boy, 58, come on.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 26. Under 10. Under. 43.
They'll run with Pollard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6.
Check 52.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Gun. 26.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination, as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice burst there, as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Mike, 58, right there. Right here.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Murray now to throw, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. Now Murray, he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. That they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On third down, it's Pollard. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Here we go. 31-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D, let's go.
A final shot before half from Murray. He'll rifle this one. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Let's go, baby.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Come on, D.
Murray going to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Watch the twist. 25. Check 25. Bang. We're going to 53. 26.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Murray now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Murray now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back. It's great. Check 26.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's Isabella open on the right side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go. Mike 58 right there. Watch the run. Check.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Tighten up. 26.
Here's Pollard again. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's scared. He's crying. He's checking crack. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So that one will be accepted. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 14. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Big stop, let's go.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
First down, Arizona.
Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing is they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Murray. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Cardinal first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Let's go. 58 to Mike. He don't know no better.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline watching another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, his 2nd sack of the night. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
On 2nd down, Pollard. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Going to 53. Hey, 47. Swerve. Hey. Ball shot. 53 to Mike. 53.
Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
65, 65, 65.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Kill.
Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Throwing now is Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to look end zone, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Check. Lucky.
Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, All we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.